Yo, so now before we get into the video, August 3rd is my fight. Make sure you come watch me live. I'm going to be streaming it August 3rd. Make sure you come watch me. It's going to be live on Twitch. Or maybe I might make a YouTube video instead. But like legit, August 3rd, make sure you're there. I'll either premiere it or not. I'll either premiere it or stream it. You know what I mean? I'll either premiere it or stream it. So make sure you come watch. But let's just get into the video. Alright, George Janko and Logan Paul. Obviously, Logan Paul, a big celebrity. George Janko, a big celebrity, kind of. But they're having beef. We're just going to get into it straight up. Now, Logan Paul and George Janko, I'm going to be explaining why they're both in the wrong. Not just Logan Paul. Logan Paul's not just in the wrong. No, George Janko's in the wrong as well. Legit, George Janko's in the wrong as well. I speak so fast. George Janko is in the wrong as well. It's not just Logan Paul's in the wrong, it's George Janko as well. They're both in the wrong. We're explaining why they're both in the wrong. Now, I'm going to be making some points. But first of all, before we do that, I'm going to read out some comments that I found in Kavos' comment section. Yes, Kavos. That guy, the worst YouTuber ever. Legit, Kavos has got to be the worst YouTube commentator ever, bro. He lacks common sense. I go back to the habit of saying bro, but legit. But Kavos is got to be the worst commentator ever because he lacks logic, honestly. He thinks he's this amazing commentator. He's not. He's just a prick. I just don't like him. He's such a bellend. I don't like him. He's bellend. I never use bellend really that much in my YouTube videos, but I'm using it for the first time now. Bellend. He's a bellend. Like Kavos is a bellend. So I was scrolling through his comment section. Yes, Kavos' comment section, because he made a video talk about how Logan Paul lied in his response video, which he didn't. There was some factual statements in that video, but legit. But I was scrolling through his comment section. I saw some pretty reasonable, logical comments about how George Janko was kind of lying, because I'm gonna read them out in a minute. But like I saw his comment section, and they were pretty decent comments. I saw in there, although there was a lot of them that were dick riding Kavos and dick riding George, but a lot of the comments were actually pretty logical, legit, pretty logical and pretty, you know, not just one-sided comments. They were actually pretty reasonable comments, if you know what I mean. So I was scrolling through his comment section. I found these comments. I screenshotted them. I'm gonna share them with you. This guy, his name is Slobosco12. Credit to him. This is his comment. It's a very good comment. I screenshotted it because it was that great. I'm gonna use it in this video. So shout out to that guy if you're watching this, but legit. Bro, just because Prime made 50 million doesn't mean that Logan is AGI. I don't know what that means. His business is grossed by 50 million. Logan Paul owes 20% of Prime. But by what Google says, the profit of each bottle is £1 or $1.62, which would be 81 profits margins. He made 8 million off that 50 million for that screenshot. That's not 11 million a week. Facts. And then you're talking about saying that this is wrong for Logan Paul to bring up George's income, yet he brought up Logan Paul's 11 million a week. Yes, true. Legit, Logan Paul brought up his income because George brought up his 11 million a week, saying that he makes 11 million a week. But Logan just responded by sharing his monthly income, or his just income in general. Like, legit. You can't say that Logan Paul's wrong for bringing up George's income when George Janko brought up Logan Paul's income practically. Not really his income, but like, he brought up that he's making, how much money he makes in like stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. How are you gonna defend George, but like not like how you gonna criticize Logan Paul, but not to criticize George for doing the exact same thing? You're criticizing Logan Paul, but you're not doing the exact same thing with George. You're just kind of just being, you know, one-sided right here. Very one-sided. You know, very biased, Kavos. I'm gonna make another video on Kavos, why it's the worst commentator ever. So make sure you watch that video because it's gonna be on the same. It's gonna be the same day as this one. I'm starring a lot. You can see my starring is not changed. I'm still starring like a bitch. I'm still stuttering. I can't get rid of it. That's just the issue I've had. But legit. And then you're talking. I've already read that bit. He seems like you're just a hater. Yeah, so this guy in this comment section, this guy who was commenting this, clearly knows what he's talking about because he bought some facts that he read off Google. He bought some facts, legit. Sorry, guys. But legit. So how can Kavos see that Logan Paul's fucked up for bringing up George's income when George brought up his 11 million a week? See that he makes 11 million a week. That doesn't make any sense, Kavos. You dickhead. You bellend. Legit. Literally, Logan Paul literally responded with facts, receipts, everything. I'm not saying Logan Paul's entirely in the right. No, he's still got some flaws as well. But like, George also has flaws. So that's what I like. It's just Logan Paul who has the flaws. No, George also has flaws in this situation as well. Because he's just being an ungrateful prick. He made 300,000, like 300,000, oh, for fuck's sake, 300,000 is what he made off the show. Legit, 300,000 he made off the show, and he's complaining about money. Like, I saying that he's broke. You're not broke, bro. You're lying. 300k is a lot, bro. He made 300k on the show. I pray to get money. I'm never gonna see that money in my life. I'm just a 15-year-old kid who's not doing shit. I'm still in school. I'm a 15-year-old kid who gets paid like £10 a week. Like, I'm not getting shit. I'm never gonna see that money in my life. 300k. That's amazing. In a year. I know he didn't get paid for the I know. Okay. And I might have to agree with George. I know that George didn't get paid the first like year he was on Impulsive, but that was when Impulsive was only like Impulsive. It was only out for 2 years, and I doubt they were even getting paid themselves by YouTube. Logan Paul and Mike. So it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know what? I'll agree with George. I think he should have been paid in that time where he wasn't getting paid during like that 2020, 2021 era. He only got paid in December 2021, so a whole year he didn't get paid. So I do think they should have paid him. But who knows? Maybe they didn't. Maybe they weren't getting paid. Maybe the company wasn't nearly as big as it is now for them to be paying George. Legit. Maybe their show wasn't maybe their show wasn't nearly as big as it is now to be paying George or anyone. Like Mike said, he didn't get paid. Again, that could have been a factor. Maybe they just wasn't making money. Maybe they weren't making money on Impulsive for the first year. But I doubt that. I think they were making money, but I think Logan Paul should have paid him. So yeah, I'm not biased. I'm willing to admit that Logan Paul did something wrong in that situation by not paying him for a whole year. But that's why George didn't get paid at the end of it. From December 2021 all the way to March 2023, he got paid a lot of money. A lot of money. From December 2021 to March 2023. A whole year he got paid. And yeah, legit. 15 months he got paid and he got 300k. That's a lot of money. I'm gonna read another comment because I need to just further like just explain myself more. I'm stuttering a lot, but I'm stuttering a lot, but legit. But I'm just saying, like, Logan Paul and George Janko are both in the wrong, because George Janko, yes, he didn't get paid for like a year until December 2021, but like he still got paid a lot. 300k is a lot from December 2021 to March 2023. That's a whole entire year, 15 months. Be grateful. He said he's grateful, but you're clearly not, because why did you talk about it if you were grateful? Why did you talk about money if you're grateful? You should have talked about the money then. Because he was saying, I'm grateful, I don't want to really talk about money, but then he brings up that he made 5k a month and that he was spending 10 G's a month or whatever, all this bullshit. It's all bullshit, mate. Calvos, you're not seeing it. More Pegas, you're not seeing it. Sensitive Society, you're not seeing it. Too lazy to try whatever that guy's name is, you're not seeing it. George is lying. He said he doesn't care about money, but then he said he's not going to talk about money, but like he's talking about money literally right now. Like he's talking about, I made 5k a month. I was spending 10 G's a month. The show hit rock bottom. The show hit rock bottom, and I was making 5k a month, which is bullshit. First of all, 5k is still a lot. That's not like 5k is not a lot. 5k is a lot. So it's and if you go look at that, if you go look at Logan Paul's video on where he was showing receipts, and if you go look at that video of like this of the picture of like his. Like every month, what amount of money he was making every month. It was only 1 month he made 5k. But the other months it was like 20k, 12k, like many like big numbers. Not just 5k. No, he was making way more than that. It was only 1 month he made 5k. But that's still a lot of money though. What the fuck are we talking about? I'd kill to get that money. I'd kill to get that money, honestly. 5k, I'd kill to get it, bro. The show, when it hit rock bottom, which I doubt it did, I mean, yes, Logan Paul, lost some respect from people, but like he still was making money, and the show was still doing decent. Like, come on, like Logan Paul, like George Janko's lying, bro. Another comment, and this one's also great as well. Is this the one? Doesn't make sense. Okay, this I'm gonna read this comment. This guy's name is Eric Serrano 4711. Okay. I'm gonna read it. Doesn't make sense. You see, similar to some normal people, normal jobs, you pay depends on time of the season, and it's just fixed throughout your entire career at the company. Specifically, being an influencer, George is grateful, as he says he's forgetting conservated value well throughout the show. The fact that for some months nobody was still making money due to the rough patch in Logan Paul logistics dealing with religion doesn't mean it's Logan Paul's fault for not covering your cost living. I've started so many times. I've fucked up so many times. But let's just continue. But you can't control your cost of living, and simply George could never have left to make more or just lower his living expense. Or better yet, when he was getting paid, well, he could have just saved his money. Don't get mad at your boss that you can't afford your extra extracurricular activities as you and even Mike are getting paid low during this time, and probably even Logan as well. I've stuttered so many times. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just not good at, speaking. I just always stutter. It's something that I physically cannot control, constantly needing to stutter. Like, I'm always stuttering, but I simply cannot control it. Wait. Just try and fix my lips. But again, another comment that's speaking facts. So that's 2 comments now. They're speaking facts, bro. Speaking complete facts. I'm gonna make another video talking about Cabos, but just wait. Oh, this is another one. Another good one. And this just proves that Cabos is an idiot. This comment just proves that Cabos is an idiot, because, let me just read it. I'm 4 minutes and 42 seconds in, and George says he was spending 10k a month to be on the show, almost verbatim, and I can't understand the word. And Logan Paul says spending 120k a year to be on the show seems off. But Cabos is saying that Logan Paul's phrasing it that way is manipulative. But that is exactly what Mr. George Janko said. Facts. So I'm not really sure how it's manipulation. But yeah. But like, legit, Cabos is such a manipulator. He's a hypocrite. He criticized Logan Paul for being a manipulator. But Cabos is a manipulator as well. Logan Paul's not a good person. I know he's a bit of a scumbag for the crypto stuff, but like, Cabos is a manipulator as well. Cabos is a manipulator as well, because this comment speaks facts. Because George legit said that stuff, and Cabos was trying to make it seem like he didn't, and it was taken out of context when it wasn't. George actually just said that stuff. It wasn't taken out of context. No, George actually genuinely said that stuff about the money. He genuinely actually said that stuff. Like, I actually watched it myself, and he actually genuinely said that stuff. I'm not delusional. I actually watched the podcast. I watched it before Logan Paul's response even. I watched it before Logan Paul even responded. I watched the podcast, and I watched every bit of it. And I am telling you, he legit said that stuff. Legit. That is generally what he said. It's not manipulated from Logan Paul. It's not manipulated from Logan. It's legit what George Janko said, and he said it like he meant, it. Dead ass. I'm not a Logan Paul fan. I don't like Logan Paul. I don't even like his content. I don't like him as a person. But let's just put your hatred aside and just notice that they're both in the wrong. They both messed up. But legit, that's enough comments. But I think that's about it. I'm gonna make another video, but yeah. My point is, Logan Paul is in the wrong. George Janko is in the wrong. I'm gonna, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more now before I end the video. Logan Paul was wrong for the George Janko, for the religion stuff, and also was wrong for the Bobby Lee stuff. And I also think Logan Paul was kind of wrong for not paying George the first year he was on Impulsive. But then there's also stuff from George's side which makes him wrong. Talk about money, saying, I don't care about money, I don't like talking about money, but then he talks about money. Makes sense. Then he talks about, and people were saying that Logan Paul's fucked up for bringing up George's income, but George literally bring up his income, not his income, but talk about his money and like how much money he makes, like most of the time, which is fucked up as well. For you guys' logic, that's fucked up as well, because he talked about Logan Paul's, how much Logan Paul's making, and Logan Paul talked about how much George is making. I genuinely don't get it. Logan Paul brought up George's income because George talks about how much money he's making, which is fucked up as well, I guess. I don't think it's fucked up, but you guys think it's fucked up that Logan Paul's talking about George's income, but George literally basically talks about Logan Paul's income in Prime. So it's like, I don't get it. So it's like, legit. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I read out, this was kind of a bit of a video because I was stuttering a lot. I don't like stuttering, but yeah, I'm gonna try my next video not to stutter. I'm gonna try my absolute best. It's gonna be hard. I'll tell you that it's gonna be very, very hard. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Fuck you, Cabos. You're gonna see another video coming your way tonight.